Hello, I'm Nick from Kookaburra. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. In this video today, we're going to show you how to use the Kookaburra Menu Builder. You'll find the Kookaburra Menu Builder on the left-hand side navigation panel under Food, and then you select Menus. This will take you through to your menus dashboard. On this page, you can see all of your past, current and scheduled menus, as well as your draft menus. So a closed menu is a menu that has been open and closed and has taken orders. Open is obviously the menu that is currently open at this point in time. A scheduled menu is a menu that you've built, you're happy with all of the information in it, and you have scheduled it to open. So this is telling me that I've got an Easter menu that is scheduled to go live on the 1st of April. And you've also got the ability to build a menu and save it as a draft. So I can see here that there's a Mother's Day draft menu. This menu will not be sent until you've gone in, completed the information, reviewed it, and chosen to schedule it, at which time it'll then sit here as a scheduled menu and will open at the designated time. To create a menu, you've got two ways of doing that. You can either choose to duplicate a past menu by clicking duplicate over here, and this will carry across some of the information and make it faster and quicker to create your new menu. Or you can start by creating a new menu using this button, which is how I will do it today. So I've clicked create new menu. First thing I need to do is give my menu a title. So weekly menus for Tuesday, the 5th of April. You might choose to do something a little bit more creative than that. You then give it a description. The description will appear on your menu. We recommend keeping it sort of short and sharp, perhaps putting a highlight on what's on the menu, reminding people when the menu closes, or if you have any promotions, you could just call that out and let people know. Also important to remember that when your menu goes live, the email letting your customers know that the menu is open will have a banner image at the top of it. The banner image will automatically default to the banner image that you have used for your kitchen page and that you have set up in settings. If you wanted to change the menu image on a particular menu, you can do that here. This might be when you want to theme a menu for Mother's Day or for Easter and have an image reflective of those moments. Alternatively, you might just choose to change this image to reflect some of the items that are on a menu. So to do that, I'm going to drag in from my other screen an image that I like. You'll see here, it brings the image in. I can use this scroll bar to increase the size of the image. And I can also move the image around and get it centered to where I like it. And then once I'm happy with it, I apply, and that'll now save as the menu that is associated, as the image that is associated with this menu. Menu timing. This is where you designate what time you want your menu to open and close. I'm going to make my menu open on Wednesday, and I'm going to make it open at 8 a.m. We know that opening menus in the morning is a good way to go when people are getting set for the day. So I will set that, make sure that the right information is showing there. And this particular menu, as part of my weekly cycle, I'm going to have it open until 10 p.m. on Friday. So menu opening Wednesday morning, closing Friday evening. Now, this is where you build your menu. This is where you're adding items to your menu, and you've got the ability to customize the order of items on your menu. What you'll see here is all the items that you have available to add to your menu. So these are essentially all the recipes that you've entered into your Kookaburra account. If you've got more than what is showing on this page here, you'll see you can click through to the second page, and so on if you have more. You can hover over the name of an item to get the full name. You can see what sections you have associated them with, and then you can also look at recently used to see when an item was last on a menu. So my drumsticks was on the last menu. but it wasn't on the second, third, or fourth previous menus. But again, it was on a menu, the fifth menu ago. So this just gives you an idea of when an item has been on a menu recently or not. You'll also see that once you've published menus and started to take some sales, you'll see here in the average column, it will tell you how many units of that item you sell on average each time it was on a menu. So if I had 10 here alongside the drumsticks, it's letting me know that each time I put the drumsticks on a menu, I'm selling an average of 10 units. You can search for a specific item here. I'm going to look for classic lasagna. There it is, classic lasagna with bechamel. And I'm going to add that by clicking here, and it moves it across, and it has placed it on my menu under the banner of mains. Now, rather than looking for all my other mains and having to scroll through a list, I can choose filters, and I'm going to choose to filter by section. And you'll see here is all the sections that I have created are given here as options. I want to look at mains, click on mains, sides, and also desserts. I'm going to apply that, and it's now filtered to show me only my mains, sides, and desserts. I'm going to add the Lebanese chicken as another main. I'll put a side on of the salad, of the corn. I'll also do a side of the garlic butter potatoes. I'll add a couple of desserts, a chocolate mousse, and a couple more mains, and probably a vegetarian dish. And you'll see here, each time I'm clicking add here, they're appearing over here, and they're being placed into the correct section. The other thing you might like to do is give consideration to the presentation of a menu and change the order around. If I wanted to show the vegetarian stir fry as the first item under mains, I can click and drag it up and change the order that way. You can also use these arrows to move things up and down within a section. You might also want to consider what the order of the sections are. So the sections on my menu are mains, sides and salads, and desserts. I feel like I should be leading with sides and salads and have them appear before mains. So the way I do that, I will click change section order, and it compresses so that I'm just now looking at the section headings on this menu. And again, I can either click and drag, or I can use the up and down arrows to get the order the way I want. So in this case, I'm going to lead with sides and salads, then I'll have mains, and I'll have desserts. Need to make sure that you save the section order, come back to it, and now it's showing those items or sections in the order that I want. There's also the ability to manage stock. This is where you can set stock limits. So if you've got a certain limit on the number of items you want to sell of a particular stock, you could set that here. I might say 20 small, 25 large. What this means is that as you get close to selling 20 small lasagnas or 25 large lasagnas, it'll show as low stock on your customer-facing menu. You will receive an email notification that you're getting low on stock, and you can come back in here and adjust if you decide you want to make some more. And then once it's sold 20 or 25 units, it will show as sold out to your customers. There's some other functionality here that we will not go into in this video. We will do some specific tutorials around other ways to manage stock. Now it's time to add pickup and delivery. So to add a pickup window, you'll see here I've got the pickup windows that I've created in my settings. I'll choose the kitchen as the pickup window. This menu was for Tuesday, the 5th of April, and I'm going to say that pickup is available from the kitchen from 4 o'clock in the afternoon until, let's say, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, giving people a 2-hour window to pick up from the kitchen. So we'll add that. You can also add some pickup notes by ticking this box and adding the notes here. I won't do that for this example. Now, very important to send a menu open email to your customers. You do have the choice to turn this off. If for some reason you don't want to let your customers know the menu is open, you can tick this box. and that will disappear, and the menu open email will not be sent. Your menu will still be open. It'll still be able to take orders, but your customers will not receive an email. We think it's a good idea to let your customers know whenever a menu has opened, so it defaults to being on. And then you are in a position where you can either choose to write the text or use the default text. The default text would be the kitchen name, our new menu is open, or you can give it a title yourself. And likewise, in the message itself, it'll pull through the customer's name automatically. It'll also pull through a line saying the menu, the name of the menu, and when it is open and to orders from. So that'll happen automatically. But we also suggest that it's a good idea to use this email as a way to tell your customers what's on the menu this week, bring your brand, bring your story to life, and give them a reason to actually look forward to receiving your weekly menu and giving them something to read. So you'll see here, I've just cut and pasted in some text for this particular menu email. You can preview that email, make sure it's looking the way you want. You see there's the banner image, my logo, and here's the text I've just put in. I can double check that I've said everything I want to say. And then once I'm happy with that, I'll close out of that. Likewise, we think it's always advisable to let your customers know the menu is closing soon. So again, it'll default to pulling through your kitchen name and the headline or subject as our menu is closing. You can use the default text, or if you like, you can again add your own text here and use it as a touch point to connect with your customers. So I'm just letting my customers know there's lots of delicious options here this week. Everything's fresh. And also reminding them about that first order discount. Now, order reminder, my menu is closing at Friday, 10 p.m. So this means that the reminder is scheduled to go out at 10 a.m. Friday. I'd actually prefer it to go out a little bit earlier. So you'll see here, it's now showing 10 p.m. on Friday, the menu closing. And you'll see here that 14 hours is telling me that it'll go out on 8 a.m. Friday morning, which is, again, a good time for an order reminder to go out. Now, I've got the option to preview my menu, save it as a draft, or schedule my menu. So I'm going to start by just previewing the menu. You'll see here what it's doing. It's pulling through the title. There's the description I provided, confirming when orders will close. And there you can see the items that I put on in the correct order of sides and salads, followed by the mains, followed by the dessert. So this is where you can just do a quick check, make sure you're happy with everything, and be sure that it's as you want it to present. Once you've done that, you're back into your menu, you're happy with it. I can either save it as a draft if I wanted to come back and make some amendments later on, or I can schedule the menu. And once it's scheduled, it's now going to appear over here, and that is scheduled, ready to go out on the 30th of March at 8 a.m. So there you have it. That is the new menu builder for Kookaburra. We hope you find it easy and intuitive to use. Your feedback and thoughts are always welcome. Thank you for your time.